We're gonna have sound now. Hello! Hi! Yes! That was really funny. Sorry about that. I was talking into the camera and nobody could hear me except for Orion, who's just sitting out of shot. There should be audio for people now. If you don't have audio, then yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Oh, cancel. Let's do not PS4. How about we'll call that? Not PS4. Let's see what a difficulty game thing. Hi, no, that's really funny like that. So the involuntary camping vacation is nothing to do with asbestos contamination. No, it's everything to do with Amy being on the other side of California and me needing to take the kids to her because she's been doing some writing and like chilling out with her sisters and all that. And yeah, that's what happens. So welcome to all the PlayStation 4 people. Yay! PlayStation 4 people. Not all of you, only those you in North America. Not sure how that was confusing, but whatever. Obviously, it comes out for Xbox, apparently worldwide on Friday. Let's hope that it's worldwide. And then Europe, whenever. Of course, PC version is going to be superior unless you're playing it on a really crappy computer, in which case, those PlayStations are definitely going to be better. Oh, NJP 695, you're coming to Oakland. I'm leaving Oakland tomorrow. And today, the beer I have is Arrogant Bastard Ale in a can. I've had this in a bottle for a long time, but we got this now as a 6-pack. 2 PlayStation 2s does not count as a PS4. So let's actually just do some of this. Gather sign. Let's. I just want to play some career mode just to see how it is because I don't know. I figure I want to show some of the Kerbal players how you might do it and anybody that has an idea, please feel free to tell me what they would like to see me try that looks interesting. Oh wait, we have procedural rockets and stuff in here. Might have to do some more silly things with that. Put this on here. And of course the mistake that people... One mistake people make is... Oh, you just started playing Lunar Flight in VR. It's fantastic, isn't it? One thing you can do to improve your situation is to actually have multiple pods. And so I've actually made a mistake here because what I want to do is take this and then attach these off the side so we can do this. This is actually really funny the way this works. There, just put some pods on the side. This is the way to maximize your science output on the first mission, right? Is to add extra pods that we can load up with all the sciencing stuff that we need. Utility, Mark 16 parachute. So this is if you're trying to do like min-max the number of missions you're trying to do. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Oh, I get Telemachus installed here. Oh, how interesting. Those and those. There we go. So that should get as much science as possible in a single mission. Okay, there we go. Over there. Over there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take this and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees just to be on the safe side. There. Look, it's like a mini candelabra or something. Any ideas for the new career series? I do not. But how we're going to do this, of course, is you're going to collect mystery goo. And one of the nice things you can do, of course, is you can tag the mystery goo things and sit them out here. Right, I'm going to keep that experiment. I'm going to pull this one out. So this is because everything's going to happen quick. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Recite the experiment. Pick this up and drag it over here. Wrong number of heads for a candelabra. It is. It's literally a trident. Is this going to be a career thing on your YouTube, or are you just stuffing around on career for fun? I just want to see... Honestly, I haven't hardcore tried to do career in a while, and it seems to me that it would be a useful thing to try. So I'm going to do a crew report from the surface. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yes, and I didn't load up the spacecraft. Yeah, that was a silly, silly, silly mistake. Okay, everybody, get your butts in there. We'll leave Valentina behind for now. That's better. They did apparently shrink these containers. Okay, once again, observe mystery goo. Bring my tag to the side. This is one of the nice things that you can do in with the new updated UI. And I say updated, it's been updated for quite a while now. I am disappointed about the lack of mod support for 1.13. It's really becoming kind of embarrassing. Okay, so do a crew report here. Keep that, and now you. Okay. There we go. That's it. EVA, because we don't need Bob behind. You can get one while flying. EVA report, yay, and store that data. Store those experiments, and you're actually going to stand on the ground, and we're gonna. This is trying to maximize the amount of science we get from this first mission, obviously. Yeah. This sleek design can kill or launch 3 Kerbals at once. It is a magnificent marvel of marvelous engineering, marvelously. Okay, so we've got that. So now I've just messed this up because I lost my UI. Good thing to know that. Good thing to know that you lose your UI with pegged windows when you do that. Crew report from Launchpad. Keep that experiment. Okay, once again, with the incredible, the rhyme animal, public enemy #1. No, I don't need to do that. I need to do that. And then one more. Okay, now we're ready to launch. This is all my pre-flight checks to make sure stuff is ready to go. And we're ready to go. And I just want to check. We're going to go sideways here. Ready? And go. There. Oh, wrong way. Oh, well, we're going to go that way. I thought we'd go this way. Keep experiment and crew report. Keep that experiment. And we're kind of going this way. And at some point, I should maybe try observing another mystery goo. We're just flying. And never mind. Reset. Reset the experiment. And deploy chutes. Whoa, forgot about how slowly these deploy. Okay. I should have probably deployed those sooner. That's a good thing to know. When did that get changed? That's a good one to know. Okay. Is there a way to play old versions? That's a good question. I'm not sure there's ways to play old versions. Okay, let's just do this. Gonna do crew report. Gonna do keep that data, EVA, EVA report, store the experiments, keep the experiment, and then down on the ground once again, and EVA report, and keep that. We don't need to get back inside. Now switch. Now we observe and we pin. Lots of pinning. Lots of pinning, lots of pinning. We're probably only needing 2 of these. So I probably really don't need to have the second one. But actually I'll do it in flight. I don't mean to do that, I mean to reset that. There we go. So we're ready to go, and that's pinned. And for these 2 we will... I'm going to keep that experiment. I'm going to bring the thing up and we will pop it. Pop the cherry in the air. And just pop this here. Okay, second time lucky then. Are we ready? And observe mystery goo. Gonna do 2 observe mystery goo. We're gonna do a crew report. And I could do a crew report when we're in the air. And that should be here. And then parachutes earlier than before. Thank you. Because we need to decelerate before striking the water. That's much better. Keep all our science. If you still haven't installed a 0.24 or earlier, I highly recommend putting the old C7 plane parts into the new aerodynamics engine. The results are too funny to spoil. Wow. I'm going to have to go there. Okay, and 6.2 meters per second. Nice. Okay, so of course we can now EVA with any of these guys, right? EVA and EVA report. Keep that experiment and store the experiments, and of course board again. And then I can do a crew report from the surface. Oh, wait a second. Cancel. EVA, and now we've got to pull the data from the thing. This is how you maximize the science, right? Take data, store the data, board. Now I can do another crew report. Crew report. There we go. Keep that. And of course, got to do a mystery goo observation while I'm down here. Thank you. Keep that. Now, finally, Jebediah Kerman can go for... Actually, he could try standing up, couldn't he? I wonder if I can try standing... EVA report. Because technically, that's different than swimming, right? Keep that data. And board. Nope. Store that data. Come on. And now you can get in the water. And EVA report. So, okay, well, we'll keep that. Let's recover everyone and see just how much we made. I'm setting a really bad example for new players, showing them how to science spam. Recover. More science. And recover. 48. Yes. 48 science in total. That's not a bad start. Let's go in and check about our active contract. Oh, nothing here. Focused observation, boring. Escape the atmosphere. Oh, hell yes. And orbit Kerbal. Or we could test. Do we have... Test the solid fuel booster. Oh, here we go. Test both of these at the launch site. And we're going to do that. Because we can test that on launch, of course. It is called grinding in many games. It's not just World of Warcraft. You know, craft, same kind of thing. And with 38, I could go with stability and general rocketry, or I could go with... Oh yes, this one is all the cool stuff, so let's do that. And the wings aren't necessarily that interesting, but they do provide radial decouplers, which can have their uses. We're going to go with that. Leave the facility. I will leave the facility right away. And should upgrade that so they can perform EVAs. That's right. Very important. Isn't Evolve free temporarily? Okay, so now... So we'll call this Trident and save it. Trident. No relation to the gum. Save. And new. I haven't played Evolve anyway. I know it was free, around. A series where you keep a crew of 3 alive and let them collect science from every planet without returning to Kerbal, plus remote tech and TAC. I presume you mean Thunder Aerospace Corporation's life support, right? Rather than, say, Tic Tac or something. Gamer Spartan correctly ascertains that he thinks that World of Warcraft is potentially drug-like in terms of its staying power or something. Staying power is the wrong word. Do that. Yeah, that's probably a really bad design, but... Oh, you know what I could do, actually? Here... Just trying to think of the best way to descend safely. And yeah, I think actually the best way to do it is to have an upper stage engine that's like the LVT-45, and then we'll cluster these around it. We're just going to go straight up, that's the thing. So if we put 3 of these on... Wait a second, so we're going to get ground... actually, we're aiming for space here, right? So we got to do that, and then we're going to have parachutes on all of these. This is like super, super big fantastic, awesome stuff. And of course, Mystery Goo, which, well, we could just bring all those along anyway. So 706 meters per second delta V, 15-second burn time. We need to, of course, test the hammer on the ground. Please, hammer, don't hurt him. Here we go. RT10 hammer. And then somehow we have to keep this thing stable. That may be a problem. So, instead of mounting this below, you can do a trick where we mount them on the sides. There, like that. I wonder if that'll be stable. What do you think? Oh, this is totally worth testing, right? Save. Oh, yeah, cancel. Let's call this Dubdiff. Launch. Pad count support. Oh man, we're over the limit. 19.4. So let's bring this up. 19.4, 18. So we can just cut back the amount of thrust a little, or cut back the amount of fuel just a touch. And actually, we can cut back the thrust as well because we don't really need that many G's of acceleration. Let's try this. Launch. This is not going to explode. The question is whether it's going to remain stable. Okay, so we're going to collect observe material bay. There we go. Materials show little signs of change. Yay! Keep experiment. And go! There we go. Excellent. So, collect observe materials bay. Yes, we're getting more signs. Keep that. And so now, hopefully, we'll get up to some altitude without flipping out of control. And I think this should be fine because our center of mass should remain forwards of this center of thrust. The only thing is, not the most aerodynamic. I don't think we've invented struts. Everyone's like, more struts! We haven't invented. What are these struts of which you speak? Such technology has never been heard of in this part of the world. There we go, and now that's going to take us up. And I'm actually going to bring up... I'm going to leave a bit of fuel here. Observe materials bay. Keep that. And I'm going to cut the thrust there. I think we should be going fine. Where, oh, mech jab's here. Okay, surface info. Orbit info. Oh, no, apoapsis is 50. Okay, let's just... Yeah, too late. Well, let's see if we can land this thing without it breaking. We needed more fuel in this upper stage, clearly. So, let's collect as much mystery goo and stuff like that as we can. We'll do that. Did we get one from the upper atmosphere? That's as high as we're going to go. We're going to do a crew report. Keep that data. Keep. And as we're going up, we're going to perform a quick EVA once we approach apoapsis so that we can grab the science from EVAing. The thought of seeing your budget fills me with dread. Okay, we're getting close. The air up here is thin. I think this is time. Time to apoapsis, 18 seconds. EVA. Okay. EVA report. Yay! And then we can do a take and board. There we go. Got the science while we're up there. I don't know where we're going to land, but we're going to find out. I could actually... Let's try angling the spacecraft to see what happens, right? Maybe we end up floating one way or another. Did I remember? Silent Searchlight, I did remember. I did it just moments before I stepped out on into this grand voyage. There's lots of things that console players can teach, can be learned, whatever. I mean, I'm a console player. I have a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 back there. So, yeah. It's a complicated story, but I think that come Monday when I'm back, I might have some very exclusive console stuff, but I can't guarantee it just yet. I'm very excited to find out. I am, however, going to be in you know, the butt end of nowhere, basically. Not necessarily out of my... The drink tonight is Arrogant Bastard Ale. There we go. Arrogant. I am not worthy. You are not worthy. Okay, what do you think the odds are that this thing safely comes back down? I have a PS10. I don't know about that. Favorite PlayStation 1 game? Oh, that's good. Tempest X3 was one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games. But actually, the game that I bought my PlayStation 1 for was Wipeout 2097, which I have the soundtrack for on vinyl, as many of you noticed. Okay, slowing down a bit. My left ear... Sorry, I never put my left ear in. There, okay, sorry. Sega Genesis is nothing. The Super Nintendo was far superior to the Sega Genesis. What are you talking about? Seriously. Crew report from the Kerbal's Grasslands. Yay! By the way, you might hear the warp drive going on in the background. That is the washing machine upstairs. Oh yeah, Jerry the race car driver. Jerry was a race car driver. No, seriously, Super Nintendo was probably the best console before the advent of any discs. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. PC was never a console. Don't you ever get that. Yeah. So Bumrock is pointing out that the Genesis was superior to the Super Nintendo because its version of Mortal Kombat included blood. However, Mortal Kombat 2, which was a far superior game on the Super Nintendo or the Genesis, it had red blood even in the Nintendo. So yeah, it was fine for a while, but Mortal Kombat is not as good as Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 was the best Mortal Kombat for many, many years. Okay, maybe I should try an EVA here. Let's try it. Hey, let's do an EVA report. Flying over the grasslands. Take the data, store the experiments, and board the capsule. Oh, TurboGrafx 60. So, I was talking to one of the guys from Flying Tiger. He might have been the owner of Flying Tiger. And he said that one of his... I think he got his start with the TurboGrafx, but I'm not 100% sure on that. You might find this out on Wikipedia, but I remember talking specifically about this while playing Kerbal Space Program, and I was like, wow, this is awesome! Thoughts on the new AMD RX 480? I don't honestly know, because I haven't played it. I'm probably going to skip the generation, because while the 1080, the NVIDIA 1080 looks awesome, I think I'm going to just wait. People are asking, Negman80 asks, was anyone else playing Commander Keen when all their friends had Nintendos? I will say, I actually had an Atari ST and I was playing Elite while many other people I knew had consoles. I didn't really rate any of the 8-bit consoles at all. I thought they were all inferior to my 16-bit Atari monsters. Then again, I was, of course, secretly jealous of people that had the Commodore Amiga, and it was really more a case of, my console my console distrust at that time wasn't so much a case of I thought they were rubbish. It was more that in a race sometimes it doesn't matter whether you win but who you beat. And so being able to point to the consoles and saying, my Atari has better graphics than that NES made me feel slightly better, even in the face of the amazing Amiga and the Amiga sound system. But I love my Atari ST because of its MIDI hardware and its CPU. So I still totally, I'm all cool about that. Okay, we're keeping those experiments. And I get a crew report, did I? Crew report? Yes, we got that from the grasslands. EVA. And we actually already caught that. We didn't really need to EVA there, but it was still fun to EVA in flight. EVA report. Yes, store that. I don't know if you guys can still hear that. I can name Apple worked with Bandai to create the Pippin. And it was, I'm going to say, this was Apple before Steve Jobs came back, which was a very different company. A very different company. Wow. Yes, Steve Jobs came back and he pretty much said, what are you guys doing? You're wasting your time with all these silly things. But actually, here's the thing. Silent Searchlight says Apple's sole video game console, but I will point out that the current generation of Apple TV totally qualifies as a video game console. It's it's actually, I mean, it's better than all those Android. It's certainly got more oomph than the Ouya ever had. Oh, the Power Mac, the Power Mac era hardware was pretty cool. Where are we? We're over there. Science spam does whatever a science spam can. He can teach everything. Science spam. Let's get these research. And so do we want to go for thermometers? Yeah, so if you're going to go for science spam, you're going to go for the science modules because, hey, I don't think anyone's porting it to iOS anytime soon, or Android for that matter. Silent Searchlight, I cannot confirm or deny that status, right? Oh, Topaz just found his iPod that he lost 2.5 years ago. Okay, turn it on and tell us the first track on it. Turn it on, put it on shuffle, and tell us what the first track is, because that's always really cool. I mean, it's not always really cool. It's always really interesting. Okay, let's go here. So active. We still need to escape the atmosphere, and actually, we should now upgrade. Should I upgrade this? No, actually, you know what? I should upgrade the launch pad. Upgrade that. That's always good. So we get any test this at the launch site. Yes, we're going to launch with RT5, please. I did check the source code for Apollo 11. Orion is next to me. Let's just show you. He is sitting there. Orion, what are you playing?
Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress 2, yes. We're going to be going on vacation where there's no power or Wi-Fi or computers, so I'm letting him stay up a little late. Actually, yeah, the iPod game Vortex did work with the scroll wheel, right? Because you would control it around the outside. It was a little like Tempest, but a whole lot simpler. Anyone know why the stream doesn't show up under my following list, even though I'm following and get notifications? I have no idea. Probably because Twitch is just weird and hates me. Lots of people hate me. Scientists don't take me seriously. And gamers don't take me seriously because I'm a bit of both. And you know what? I'm not going to change for anyone because I am who I am. I am what I am and what I am. What's the new update for TF2?
Meet your match.
Meet your match?
And you gotta vote for heavy or pyro.
Why do you have to vote for heavy or pyro?
Because you get something if you vote for one who wins.
Sorry?
You get something for the one. You get something for if you vote for the person who won.
Okay. Okay, and we don't need a heat shield. We don't need a procedural nose cone. But we do need to spam the heck out of thermometers. Oh yeah, we actually get antennas. So what we should do is, well, I'm just going to put a bunch of thermometers around this thing. Like 4 thermometers should do it, right? The more thermometers, the better. All the better for taking your temperature with. That'll do me. And with those parachutes, we should land safely. Whichever team wins, they update Team Fortress. Oh, that's what it is. So Finn Perry's explaining that the new Team Fortress, they're gonna provide exclusive items depending upon which team wins. Well, that's great. And may the best team win then. I'm sure Orion will pick up the interesting items for me. Or not.
I don't know. I vote for Heavy and they're losing right now.
He says he votes for Heavy and they're losing right now. Okay, so you know what? Since this is actually coming back down, I should just go with these. Oh, do I have radials? Yes, I do have radial decouplers. So we need these on the outside. That's more like it. See, we're gonna go up much higher, faster. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Look! Up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Kerbals. Okay, and I'm gonna just back off the thrust limiter a little. Save and launch. Even when the TF... Oh, yeah, okay. I think the Team Fortress player base is no worse than any other FPS player base. And I think it's just largely because the average players are a lot younger than the average players of other games. I mean, hey, 10-year-old who really shouldn't be playing this game. But you know what? You know, he's watched Mad Max. Any thoughts on Civ 6? I'll wait for the DLC. I mean, I might get a copy. I don't know. Maybe if I get sent a review copy, I'll play it. But otherwise, I'll wait for the DLC. Because I think, you know, Civ 5 really got good after a couple of generations of DLC. What am I looking for? We're going to do this. I'm going to go up. Oh, yeah, I should have taken a thermometer temperature thing. Log temperature. There. And then upwards, upwards, upwards. Hopefully I won't set fire to my spacecraft, because that could be unfortunate. Sky is spelt with a Y-E. S-K-Y-E. Why? Because I can. Oh, there. Orbit info. 101. That's what I was looking for. Yes. So we're going to do just fine here. Okay, so better deploy. Log temperature. Keep experiment. And once we get to space, we can collect all the information. Actually, I think Orion is always equipping the Pyrovision goggles on everyone. Like, because I never realized that you can equip the Pyrovision goggles on every kind of character, basically. I thought Beyond Earth was, you know, just mediocre. You know, I didn't think it was terrible or anything. And a lot of people were down on Stellaris after a while, but I think that, you know, I've seen the mod scene is working really well, and I've seen what's in progress for it. So I am very happy with what's going on with Stellaris, and I just keep going back and wanting to play it in different ways. Observe Materials Bay, Observe Mystery Goo, keep, and then we got a crew report, keep that, and then EVA report, take the data, board. Okay, whew. Okay, now, next thing to do is to ditch this spacecraft on the way down, right? You're addicted to Stellaris? Well, you know, there are probably groups to help you with that. Oh, no, I got high atmosphere EVA earlier, Raider Gate, on the previous mission. I haven't got the low atmosphere. No, I have got the lower atmosphere, yeah. I actually just thoroughly enjoy messing with the AI. I think it's doing just fine there, but hey, you know. Okay, so McThulu, this is how Paradox works. So he's complaining that Stellaris was only $4 off in the Steam sale. That's pretty much always the case for Paradox content for like the first year, and then they'll get 75% off. And so the great thing is, your Crusader Kings 2, whenever the sale come around, if you haven't bought Crusader Kings 2, you should play that game because it is so good. And get all the good DLC for it. And you will just be completely... You will just be sharing stories, after action reports, the most amazing things that can happen. It's like, oh, I accidentally spawned the child of Satan and he led my armies for so many years, and then, you know, the Pope declared war on him, and he then, you know, slept with the Pope's secret lover that was public, and they had a child that went on to unite Eastern Europe or something. And actually my wife is now calling. I'm going to need to answer this because it's kind of important. So hold on a second. Hold on. Hello? Hi. I found some stuff. Okay, don't tell my wife I was doing that. Are we talking about a stable as azidoxide? Yeah. These azidoxides, they are highly nitrated compounds which have habits of exploding. Man, I am really, really, really hot. It's probably just you, because for me 64-bit seems pretty stable. I certainly haven't had a huge problem with it. Okay, so we're falling down. And at this point, I'm going to ditch that. And it will provide a small braking force. There we go. Oh, the ear thing is just... I'm sorry, I'm like a... You know, I mean... It's how I wear my headphones. I've always wore my headphones like that when I've been DJing. It's just... Okay, I hope this is going to be okay. Ooh! Hot, 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 hot! I think I'm going to be able to do this. Use of weapons, is it better than player of games? It is, but... So J Moon is asking about... Use of Weapons by Ian M. Banks, which is also another one of those fantastic books by this great man who is sadly no longer with us. And we're waiting for something. Yes! Oh! Oh! Wow! Holy crap! Yes. Whew! Whew! I knew that was going to be okay. That was cutting it close. Okay, so yeah, player of games is fantastic, but the thing, so use of weapons is great, but you have to realize that it's kind of written in a weird chapter order, and if you don't get it, you might have to reread it, right, to figure it out. I think it was just fine. We opened it at pretty much full open parachute thing, you know. I mean, seriously, like, all those books are great and worth reading. Okay, so we got all the science. And 4.2 meters per second. And bink. Yeah, okay. Observe mystery goo here. We've already probably already observed it. Yeah, we get no more science here. Nothing to see here. Is building a refueling station that sits in Kerbal orbit worth my time? So, it is useful to have a refueling station. I mean, it's kind of useful, but then you pretty much have to have everything in the same inclination, which is fine because most people put their spacecraft in equatorial inclination anyway. If you're really thinking about off-world fuel depots, Minmus is the place to go. Build like a mining facility and refinery up there. Okay. So I think we've spammed enough science. Build a rocket with so many parachutes the drag is as powerful as the thrust. So wait a sec. 109. Oh, there, you see, that's it. The press mat barometer. That's the way to go. So you can maximize your science in cave. Okay, let's go and do something stupid. Let's quit to the main menu. Start new sandbox. Or, like, let's cancel. Let's resume saved. And I forget what was the one we were doing last time. I'm going to do flat. I don't know what that is, but we're doing that. If you haven't read, by the way, Singularity Sky, you should absolutely go and read Singularity Sky. I think that's Charlie Stross that wrote that. I like Charlie Stross because, you know, he's Scottish. Okay. Actually, this is not it. Cancel. Any thoughts on dark multiplayer? Good question. Flash Gordon style rocket to the moon? No. I want to... Actually, you know what I want to do is do some more work with robotics. Let me see what we can do here. Let's do the steer wing. Load. Make Project Adeline with a whole new stage. I don't know about that. What's with the mandatory camping? It's basically that my wife is elsewhere and I have to bring the kids to meet her. And originally she was supposed to come home and we're all going to go together, but now I'm having to do it, and that means I'll have to. It just means that it's just what happens. Drop an asteroid into the sun. SSTO using SR... Like, you want to do it... Okay, someone's like, can you build an SSTO using SRBs? I wonder if I can, actually. Do I ever play any EVE, and can we expect EVE videos? I'm not sure about that. So I wonder how much Delta V this thing has. Actually, new. Let's do this. Don't save. We're going to put like a tiny little... Is it mathematically possible to get an SSTO SRB? That's what I'm wondering. 3 kilometers per second, kind of pushing it. I'll bet. So, yeah, so single stage to orbit is probably not possible with solid rocket boosters, simply because the amount of delta V you have is really way too low. You could do it with 2 stages, right? That would work. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. Well, let's just see how far we get, though. I probably need a tiny little battery or something. I'll put some stuff on the outside. On the outside. We could do some Matryoshka dolls. That's what we'll do. Let's do this. Like, let's start with this. Let's build something silly with SRBs, right? So I'm actually going to use the struts. Strut my stuff. Cubic octagonal strut. And around this we will have my. I said, hey, my. Hey, my. Into the black. And then, since we don't have stuff here, what we should do is put a little tiny reaction wheel here. Reaction wheel, bingo. And that means a little fuel cell. So I'm going to see if I can make a set of Matryoshka dolls which can go into space. We are in the utility menu. And I need... look, we have these procedural parts, but I don't want the procedural parts. I just want this. There we go. Okay, so that has 1,792 meters per second of delta V. So now we want to put that inside a thing, and then we're going to put it inside a fairing. Now, next thing we need to do is put a bigger solid rocket booster on this thing. So we shall attach the RT-10 hammer. There we go. That's fantastic. And now we need to attach one of these. There we go. Power. Now for this, I should probably actually have another reaction wheel thing. This is actually the problem, that you need some sort of control system. I'm going to put that there, and then we're going to put a battery there, just to give it enough juice to make this very important adjustment to its trajectory. Captain, we are not going where we think. Okay, now take the extreme, so we can build these like a Matryoshka doll. There we go. Look at that. And so the next step up would be normally, so we don't have 2-meter SRBs, except we have procedural SRBs, don't we? Yes, we are going to use that. So we shall continue this tradition of using the reaction wheel. We'll use the battery, and then we will go a 2.5 meter. There we go, 2.5 meters, and then make it long enough. That's pretty good. And what's our thrust? 0.43. Yeah, we're going to need more thrust than that. There we go. 2 Gs. Let's make it 4 Gs. Okay. And, oh, here's the problem. No lower attach node on this. Matryoshka. Okay. Matryoshka. Okay. Matryoshka. Okay? Okay. But the problem is there's no way for me to attach anything to the bottom of this, right? So I wonder... And the other booster that we have... Okay, yeah, we'll just do this. What we'll do is we'll do this. And I'll actually just cluster a bunch of those. So we'll cluster like 4 of them, and we'll squeeze them in tight and close together so that they can really appreciate the love they have for each other. That's more like it. So as the next final stage will be, we gotta have big. Oh no, 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 no! Just the one, just the one, just the one. There we go. But I gotta get the aerodynamics, the airstream. I would really like to learn Russian. I'm gonna say that right now. I really have this plan that I'm. So, okay. Oh yeah, of course I gotta actually draw my fairing. And that's Orion in the background. Sneezy, sneezy. Oh. This. No, no, we we definitely need a separator in there. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, let's do that. I was right after all. And now I've got to rebuild my fairings, darn it. So, instead of the Korolev cross, we need another snappy name for this design. There we go. Russian is a beautiful language spoken by lovely people, which can sometimes be a little interesting and rough. But I like them. Okay, so now we just got to do these, set up our staging correctly. First thing, this thing needs to fire, so it needs to be first. And then we need to do a stage. And we need to do these in the correct order. So we need to have the fairing go first, staging, and then the rocket. Right, rocket. What? Where is that? So rockets. What is this rocket? Is that? Wait a second. What is that rocket? I'm mousing over. No, I dragged you down there. I dragged you down there, but you did not want to go. I dragged you to hell. And yet somehow you survived. I'm not easy that to kill, Satan. Yeah, this is a proper badass hero. Okay, get out this way. So we have a separator, but actually we want to do the fairing first. Stage separator there. And after the stage separator, we want to do the booster. And then we want to do the fairing, stage separator. Wait, we have a stage separator, and then that's there. What's that for? That's for that one, which means it needs to happen before this one. This is where you need to make sure your ordering is completely correct. Okay, so this here... Where is this stage? It's there. It's just there. Just there. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works. M series, we're going to call it. M series. Lunch. So, Game of Thrones, right? Ooh, I like this. Apparently my thrust is kind of weird. This is behaving very strangely. Very, very strangely. And actually... Oh, come on, get back there. Okay, we're gonna do that. I should have put more thrust. More thrust in this stage. Okay, let's revert that flight. We definitely need to put this because its bell is deep inside the pad. We all know that there are problems with going bells deep inside the pad. Namely things exploding and all that. Okay, so... 1.19. Yeah, we need more thrust. We need more power! What is the chance of going to 105%? 105% is possible, but not recommended. That's terrible. Go to 105%. Fairings within fairings can be interesting, which is why I'm doing this. We are here to exploit the interesting things. You think there's a decoupler for stage 6 that should be on its own? That stage... Oh, you know there's 2 decouplers there. That's the problem. Whatever. There, do that. More boosters for the Motherland. This is gonna do just fine. The Hunt for Red October is a far better book than it is movie. But the movie does have Sean Connery and Tim Curry. People forget that Tim Curry was in that movie. And Tim Curry is, of course, one of those fantastic cult actors that many people overlook. Yes. So... well, we're doing just fine here. Let's actually bring up our orbit info. I could put this thing into orbit, totally. Oh, look at that. It's like burning up. Burn it up. Everybody burn it up. Yeah, that's an old, disco, tune. I think lots of people are straight up afraid of nuclear reactors just because they're nuclear reactors. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this thing is totally going to go into deep space. So I've read The Sum of All Fears, and I know now that there's a whole bunch of problems with the nuclear physics they described, but I never watched the movie. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Sam Neill's great. Yeah, he shows up in all sorts of cool movies. You're absolutely right. Okay, this way. I'm gonna try turning it. I'm actually trying to turn it, and I'm realizing that I don't have any way to turn this stage. I should have put like little rockets on it. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's resume the flight. Look. Yes. Nuclear reactors are people are stupid with it. Unfortunately, being stupid includes things like cutting costs to important safety systems. There are many things that people do wrong with nuclear reactors, unfortunately. This is actually pretty funny watching this, I have to say. Oh, look, it's flying straight again. I wonder if I can even get the nose up on this thing. How fast will it hit the floor at? 1 kilometer per second. Nice. Okay. Whoa. Ah, these explosions are so pleasing to my eyes. I think, you know, I'm interested in thorium reactors, but I also realize that some of the supporters are a little evangelical and perhaps not necessarily totally critical of everything they should be critical of. All the same, on paper, I'm a big fan. We all know that on paper isn't necessarily how things turn out into reality. By the way, sorry I belched. I think the bugs make the game better. I think the bugs are just like part of the whole, you know, nature of Kerbal Space Program. Okay, let's get this thing into space. Yeah, okay, hold that. Hold prograde. Okay, so we have orbit info. We're going to go into space first, right? That was one of my jokes during my Asteroid Day talk about Michael Bay. Basically how, you know, even have everything explodes in Michael Bay movies. And Orion has now picked up on it. And he's basically... We're like, oh, it's a Michael Bay movie. It's like, oh, wow, so what explodes in this movie? We should probably get the nose lower here. Lower nose. Lower nose. Lower nose. Lower nose. Lower nose. I want to get a little more lateral velocity. Actually, here's the thing. I bet you I'm going to end up escaping into deep space. Okay. Almost there. Okay, so App's 250 kilometers. Okay, can we get to the moon? So what we need is we have like 5 minutes to come up with a burn that will get us to the moon. Add maneuver. Set as target. And it needs to be a burn of 2,407 meters per second. 2407. Okay, that's pretty close. And that will take us nowhere near the moon. That takes us kind of near the moon. But we should adjust the time back and forth. Adjust time backwards. Let's try adjusting it downwards. There. Okay, so I'll make a little correction there. A little correction there. So this is going to be a 42-second burn. I'm actually going to tell it to start tracking the maneuver node here. Because we do have that. So moon... Oh, there we go. Just need to slow down a little. good, that's good, that's good. I mean, I have to say 1.13, the one thing I really, really liked is just the stability of what happens when you're messing with maneuver nodes. Like the stability, rotating your spacecraft no longer changes your maneuvers as much as it used to. Oh, there we go. Okay. 1 minute and... Okay, let's see if we can hit the moon. Have you missed a lot? No, you haven't missed anything of consequence. Let's just demonstrate what's inside this magnificent beast. Have I ever tried launching my old Kerbal Space Program creations now that I am wiser? It's interesting it says estimated burn is 10 days. I don't think that's quite correct. Oh, okay. This is interesting. We have something wrong with Scatterer. Fantastic! Look at my giant bowling ball below me. Well, we have a 41-second burn, so I'm going to fire this at T minus 21 seconds. Also, should probably check my electric charge, which is doing just fine. It's not an SS, several stages to orbit. Oh, hardy har! It's a SSTO, several stages to orbit, and bang. Booyah! This makes no sense! My reference points have been all confused by this strange glitch in space, which is because of a mod, it's not because of the base game. Oh yeah. You think we're gonna hit the moon? It's a common random bug. It's not a random bug, it happens far too often. Make a rocket with lots of really small fuel tanks so it gets all wobbly. Well, let's see how close we get to the moon after that burn, though. Oh, and we actually gonna hit the moon. Yes, okay, so F5, F9. There, yeah, we're totally gonna hit the moon. The question is, do we want to go elsewhere? So, what happens if we change our orbit a bit? We will... Well, it won't show us, but we'll go backwards and we'll fall down. Well, let's just get a little closer to the moon and then we'll strike the moon with all of our power. So what I want to do actually is focus view, and then we need a 1788 meter per second burn. I'll do that there. Add maneuver, and it needs to be 1788. Okay, so how we do... I want to crash on the light side, that's the thing. Oh, that's interesting. 17.8. Why? Oh, that's decreasing because we are... Oh, that's interesting. We're bumping back and forth because our orbital elements are so close to being straight up. So as I'm adjusting that, that's not working. Ah, how interesting. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to wait until I'm in the moon sphere of influence, and then I will make that burn. That's what's going to happen. So we'll just fall towards the moon, and I've realized that we still have plenty of power. I was worried that we might actually run out of electrical power before we reach the moon, but I have made sure we have plenty of batteries. Maybe I could try landing this. That's what I'm going to do. Of course that's going to work. Let's see how close I can get to soft landing this thing. Apoapsis, Periapsis. Okay, so Apoapsis is minus 300. And you know what? We're actually going to get really close to 0 velocity. So what is... Can we get the suicide burn displayed on this thing? Oh, dear, 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 dear. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Okay, so actually, this is where it gets interesting, because I'd really like for this thing to be able to fire these in pairs rather than 8 at a time, but changing the staging... Yes, so Captain Patch is correct. He's saying, like, change the Separatrons to sets of 2. But the hard part is changing them to sets of 2 when I can only look inside like this. Okay, so time to impact... doesn't have time to impact. Surface info. Orbit info. Surface info. Okay, let's get rid of this. Do you have, like, landing guidance? Maybe... No, that's not going to help. Well, I'm just going to keep that pointed in that direction. We still seem to have plenty of time, right? Oh, altitude 500 kilometers. Okay. It's going to take 23 seconds. And if I'm going at 1700 meters per second, then... Oh my god. Mathematics is failing me right now. Tick tock, tick tock. Times are running. You know what? I'm going to fire this stage now. Here we go. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, 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 okay. Still doing fine. So we're buying ourselves time here, right? Okay, now. Stage. You know what? We need to stop this thing from spinning. Okay, spin yourself. So hold yourself position. I'm gonna stage as well. Okay. So now... Oh, crap. Can I turn the reaction... Let's just turn... Oh, shit. I need to stop this thing. That's the thing. What? Wow, that little reaction wheel is working super hard. But apparently it's not working super hard. Reaction wheel, why aren't you working? This is a problem. You know what? Okay. Time warp. Stop. Oh, okay. Excellent. Okay, we've solved that problem. But we don't have a reaction wheel. That's the problem. Okay, so... how do we do this? We go like this. And we drag... Oh, no, no, no. That's one. We need to find the one on the other side, which is this one. And we go like that. Okay, so those... Wait a second. Oh, no, no. There. We need to find the one on the opposite side. That one there. Okay. No, I said unselect. Pull you down. No! Well, let's do this. Still there. Yes! Okay, get those in a single stage. Yes! And 30 kilometers up. Okay. 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 We're doing this. We're doing this. So we gotta get these two in stage. This one and this one. This one. Okay. Let's do this. Retro. So the gate. So apparently I have no reaction control here. Despite my best efforts, toggle talk. Oh, disabled. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, okay. I can't really stop this. Caps lock, caps lock, caps lock. Okay. Okay. Are we going up? We're going downwards. Okay. Reverse flight. Reverse flight. Altitude 500 meters, 400 meters, 300 meters. Stay Putnik is terrible. It failed me. Well, it's still at least these. Yep. I'm honestly impressed that I managed to hit the moon going as slowly as I did. I think that was a serious success, if you ask me. Okay, I wonder if, when did I save? Yeah, okay. So let's try another game for a little while. Let's try something called this. For some reason, when I start this, it starts up something else. Just give me a second. I'm trying to figure something out here. Okay. I'm hicking up, apparently. I'm hicking. That's very odd. Apparently this UI is kind of alpha. Let's try that. Ah, there, finally it works. And now we're just going to tell the game to actually look at it. And of course, at this point, I'll probably find that music is claimed or something like that. So we will keep it nice and quiet, just in case. So excuse me while I do window capture. And I'm going to try and make it point at this. Okay. Oh, it actually works, but not. It's really confused. Let's try continuing. It is really confused. I told you to select this. We'll do it in compatibility mode. Okay. Nope, it's still confused. Open broadcaster, you stuck. You suck sometimes. Okay, now you know what? The other way to do this is to go into monitor absolute. There we go, and that's kind of there. Monitor. There, we'll use that. That's pretty good. Hey! We get some Everspace, which, yeah. Let's give it a go. And now the controllers are broken. That's great. Controller. Let's select controller. Back. Okay, back. And apparently this controller is not working. Let's do options, game, reset game. Yes, let's do that. Okay. What the fuck, dude? Why do you? This thing resets its resolution to ridiculously low resolution. What are you thinking? I meant to reset the game so I could go and play it again, and yeah, the control thing is not responding. Let's try this, and we're going to try flying in... Yes, of course I'm going to fly with the Y-axis. This is one of these things that I backed as a Kickstarter some time ago. I think... No, I never backed it, but because I wasn't sure they would actually get it released. But hey, we have a spaceship game. Pilot requires training. Activating help assistance. Stand by. Okay, use the boost with shift or L thumbstick, press button. Forward and backwards by pressing... Okay. Use the boost with left thumbstick button. This one? No, that's my left thumbstick. How about this one? Oh, there we go. Boost. Okay, great. Okay, so we got a spaceship. Okay, that works. And that makes me fly backwards. Great. And we get lasers. Let's shoot this thing. Great. Reach the waypoint. Oh, we got a waypoint to reach. That's what it's telling me. Let's go this way and let's boost the heck through it. Okay, destroy the moving targets. And it gives me a whole thing about this. Yes. Does my ship have roll or pitch or just yaw? You know what? It's flying on a gamepad right now. Switch between primaries using D-pad up. Okay. D-pad up is not working for me. That's the only problem. But we do have targets. Let's kill these targets. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and that's boost. No, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Come back. Sorry, didn't mean to run away there. So can I just say, this game is designed with a control mapping which mirrors that of many FPSs, which means that basically the left stick controls strafe and the right stick controls rotation, because that's what FPSs do, right? FPSs are not spaceship games, but it's very annoying to have to swap that around. It just doesn't make any success. It doesn't make any sense to me, sorry. And hinders my success. Aim at the point and start powering up your jump drive and travel to the next location. Okay, let's aim at that point. How do I start doing that? I'm going to presume that's jump drive, because that feels pretty jump drive-ish. I've seen jump drives, and I've... low risk or medium risk? Let's go to medium risk. Okay, with your last jump, you used up some fuel. You can only advance to the next if there is enough fuel in your jump drive. Look for fuel in shipwrecks, containers, fuel tanks, and certain types of asteroids. This is Everspace, by the way. I'm just going to say Everspace. There's one of these asteroids right in front of you. Shoot it to set free some fuel crystals. Great! So it's one of those universes where I shoot things with lasers to get fuel. Okay, now let's try flying into that. Okay, well, that seems pretty simple. How much fuel do I actually need? Have I got enough fuel? Feedback would be nice here. I think I've got enough fuel. Did they say just go to the next region? Or should I go and kill these red things? There's a red thing there somewhere, right? Oh yeah, look, there's bad things shooting. Outlaw Scout. Boosting, powering, whatever. Okay, might be smart to wait for energy to research. Do I have energy recharge needs? I'm going after this red thing. Oh, this is gonna be super easy. Look, my bros that are already out there killing things. This seems a little lightweight, I'm gonna say. So this is Rockfish Games. I'm trying to remember what they previously made, but they did a Kickstarter which kind of failed, but then they followed through and released something, which is always nice. And we're in hyperdrive. I guess everything's super easy. Let's go there. Mineable crystals. No clues for what else to do next. Looks nice enough, though. What's this dude doing? Dude is just flying. Checking things out. This other one's just flying. Just like, we don't care there's a big wreck out here. We just like to keep it around as like a strange sculpture or something. It's too radioactive for people to go near, so we recommend you stay the heck away from this giant radioactive ship hull. Yeah, I'm too curious. I like to explore these things. So that seems to be where I came from. Is that... No, okay, we're doing that. I guess I have enough fuel to do this. You know what? You're right. The capture does seem way more choppy than the game itself. The game is really smooth for me. But I'm looking at the capture, which is using like screen capture, and it does seem to be that it doesn't like open broadcaster, screen capture. You have reached the final location. Fly through the jump gate. We're heading to the jump gate. Oh wait, there's bad guys. Let's go and kill this. Ooh, there's a lot of bad guys. Should I kill bad guys or fly through the jump gate? What a dilemma. Excitement is to be had if we kill these things. But not dying is possibly more important. Looks like they're adding a few more. Oh, yes. I'm just going to go as fast as I can. Look, I'm going to strafe around. Look at you. Firing your bullets in every direction as I carefully strafe around these areas. Yeah, let's throw some asteroids into the mix. You're not sure what to do now, huh? Yeah. Look at this. First person FTL. Now, first person FTL would be something like Flagship or Artemis. Whoa! Yeah, I'm sorry, the display looks really choppy here, guys, and I have no idea why. It's much smoother on my end. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go towards these red guys and kill them. Also, wonder why this person has a skull and crossbones. Are they... Pulsar Lost Colony is still very buggy and needs a lot of work. All the same, I am encouraged that they continue doing cool things. Ooh, nice! Excellent! Starting to have some real concentration requirements here. I'm going for this target. Look at that. If you put it roughly in the area, it seems to do some sort of input deflection for you. But it's way more accurate than I need to be. I'm obviously strafing and everything simultaneously here. My ship is heavily damaged! You may consider boosting out of combat situations or an open the med or view button. What's the view button? Oh well, I died instead. Woohoo! Why am I called Toby Maxwell? Did I miss something? Yeah, this game frame rate is way higher. It's something odd to do with the way it's interacting. It wouldn't show up in Open Broadcaster's capture. Let's go back to the hangar and see what's going on. So Raidergate, I sent emails to the guys at Hello Games and I got 0 response back. I don't know if my message just disappeared into some black hole, but I've dropped enough hints, I've messaged them, and I've emailed them, and I have had no response from anyone at Hello Games. And that's fine, I think I'm not surprised if Sony is perhaps controlling their PR or whatever. So, challenges. Okay. Comes equipped with all these. Great. That's very nice. What are perks? Wait, stats. Runs, wins, hit points. Okay, let's just launch. Let's do something. Yeah, so people wondering why the stream is choppy. It is almost entirely down to the way the game is being captured. I think it's also slightly problematic that it's popped up the VR headset component. And I can't turn that off. If I try to stop the Steam VR, then the game shuts down. Which is a problem. Oh no, historians looked at Battlefield 1 and there was a lot of interesting differences. But they also said, hey, it's a game, right? I mean, I could play Rise of Flight, of course, that's the other thing. Oh, hey! There's some gas here. Let's pick up some gas. Wow, this is super arcadey. Oh, those are missiles. And that's reverse. Yeah, biplanes could barely get up to speed. Well, I guess we'll go this way and we'll fire up the engines. It's not VR only. It just seems to pop up the Steam VR UI, which I can't... I don't know why. And if I close it down, the game shuts down, which is a problem. I've moved it out the way. Let's go here. Please do play more Rise of... I'm not very good at it, though. I'm terrible at Rise of Flight because the spacecraft are... Not the spacecraft. Because the wannabe spacecraft are far too weak and wimpy. They don't have any rockets on them. How am I possibly supposed to compete if these rockets aren't going to work? Okay. Okay, that's one down. Excellent. It's really hard to do this with the control thing. You know, maybe I'll just fly in reverse. That'll get my aiming a little more accurate. And then just take the damage until the target is dead. That seems to work better. The whole flying in reverse thing? Yes. That is a far superior thing. So the view button... No, that's not that. How about this one? View. Oh. Can I do repair? Yes. Let's... how do I select this? I can select it. Oh. No, that's that. Select with the L stick, and I want to repair things. Nope. Apparently I can't. Oh, there's some fuel there. Let's pick up the fuel. I have this broken, smashed windshield thing going on. Yeah, Battlefield is never going to be a realistic game, but that doesn't matter. It's supposed to be a fun game, and I don't have a huge problem with it. Oh, so I've no nanobots, that's why. Stats challenges. Destroy 10 alien units. Okay. Well, I guess I can't repair anything, so I should take the star map and go to the next sector. Now that I have my special boost thing. Insufficient nanobots. It is true. The nanobots that we have are not up to the purpose here. That's a service station here. The cracked canopy, it is reminiscent of Elite Dangerous and some other things. Yeah, the map definitely feels like FTL. I'm going to go this way. Okay, apparently I'm going to go this way. I'm going to fly backwards towards the station and blow these things up. Okay, where's the target? There we go. That's where I was trying to get to, because this looked like a nice place. Oh yeah, the canopy, well, it's slightly cracked on one side. Notice the big alpha build warning in the corner. Yes, I have complaints about its issues, but it is an alpha build, so I wouldn't worry too much. Oh, that's how I target. You target using the right button. Let's fly in here. What? Threat detected, no service. I guess I gotta kill these things. Okay. Excellent, let's grab the fuel. Woohoo! Fuel supplies are on me. But this is super arcadey. I think... Oh, credits! Yes, credits sound like money. I like money. Okay, now what do? Refuel repair station. Does that cost me money or something, or is it just happening? It costs me money! I only have 76 credits. So much for that. We have a refuel station, and we have a resource shop. I can buy things. Yeah, that's apparently not going to work. Well, sorry, we have to leave you behind. Oh, these are some containers floating in space. Seems like a good plan. Have I ever played StarCraft? I haven't, and I would probably be terrible at it because the whole universe is amazing at StarCraft, and I'm just like some amateur that doesn't really know anything about playing StarCraft type games. I'm rubbish at real-time strategies. I'm going to just come right out and say that. Was I supposed to shoot that thing? That does look kind of cool, that, actually. Maybe I'll try shooting this one instead. Tech container. Ooh, there's a bad guy, though. We have another outlaw scout. Once I get within range, I will slam on the reverse thrusters and laugh as my plasma bolts just plow into his weakening hull. There we go. Hey! Uh-oh. That thing is not that good. Oh, wow. Ow! Wait, what happened there? Let's get a cloak. So I can have a nice cloaky, wavy thing floating behind me. I mean, I have to say, have you ever seen someone wearing a cloak? Like, if you see someone wearing a cloak nowadays, they're not on the DL, right? They stand out in a crowd. Okay, I was about to pick up could not be installed. I have no free slots. I have reached the ammo limit. Approach it, press F, blah, 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 blah. Okay, never mind. There's another bad guy there. That's a cloak. Yeah, Everspace. I'm not sure I'm 100% behind this game design. I'm just going to come right out. The music seems a little cheesy. I mean, the graphics are kind of decent, I guess. But then again, X Rebirth has pretty nice graphics. And, you know, the gameplay mechanics feel at the same level of X Rebirth, but without any of the detail right now. I just had this sitting on my drive for a long time, so I thought I would give it a go. Here's a container. Let's go after this one. Container is targeted. No, I totally see people with cloaks. This is San Francisco. Of course we see people with cloaks. We see people wearing kilts, leather kilts, on the street, because it's quite acceptable and normal. We also see people like unicycling. I cannot do gamepads. Oh, there, you see, I had to shoot the box open. And then I get compound 4. No, wait, compound 4. I get 4 compound. Whatever compound is. I am feeling really stressed out because I have to disappear tomorrow and it's stressful. It's just the way things work. Oh, point 9. Yeah, let's target that one. Shield booster! Yes, that's good. That should help me. Damaged mod Mark II blueprint and tractor beam. No free device slots. That's what they're saying. Well, I'm guessing the fact that they say there's a tractor beam means that there must be something to tractor. Ah, here's the damaged material mod Mark II blueprint. Oh, damaged mod. Okay. I wonder if I've made any money yet. Do you see any numbers that imply money? Explosive missile. Ow. Okay, apparently that's not good. Fusion blaster. Interceptors inbound. Okay, item menu. Let's do this. So I can replace my pulse laser with a fusion blaster, which is more damaging, consumes more energy, has less range. I like the long range, I've got to say. I'm going to dismantle it instead. Dismantle it. Okay, so that's the idea. Is as soon as you kill these things, you can actually dismantle them for more stuff. So I'm going to go and take a look at these explosive missiles and see if I can dismantle them. Dismantle. Yes, give me the scrap and the ore. I've no idea if that's useful. We have a hostile inbound. There he is there. Oh, wow. Yes, I know my ship's components have been damaged. I really am kind of stuck because I don't have any way to repair it, right? Repair. I have no nanobots, so I can't repair my inertial dampeners. And I don't have any money. So I'm just being really bad, and I died. Wow, I do like the explosions though. And there is the washing machine going on up the stairs. Once again, Sky obviously changed the washing machine over. Funny thing about the washing machine is that since I put my VR sensors in the corner of the room, because the washing machine is up there, it shakes the sensors. And so if I'm using my VR headset, the entire room starts shaking in VR. Okay, yeah. I got some new blueprints, I got some kills. I'm just not sure what the point of this game is right now. I guess it looks pretty. So yeah. I think I'm gonna say goodnight because I have a lot of stuff to do. Explosions in space work very differently, but yes, you do kind of get fire, but it tends to like spread out very, very, very quickly. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I will see you guys around. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe. Oh yes, of course I say that, fly safe, and then I'm like, oh wait, I gotta move the mouse over here and find the button that says stop recording. So now I'm like, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe. For real this time.